Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So we are on the way up to Gutted. We left about 4 a.m. Monday morning. I drove about 4 hours to get up to Denton, just north of Dallas. Zeus and I we decided that I had to work, so I worked 8 to 5 from Buc-ee's in the parking lot there, and then I hit the road, and we're just about hitting, I believe, Wichita. So I'm tired. It's 1 a.m. in the morning, so I'm pulled over for a couple hours here at Love's truck stop on 35, and got permission to stay. I have to make it up to Kansas City. My wonderful laptop power supply decided not to work. So, good night. I'm tired. See you in the morning. Okay. All right. Got the car ready. Got Zeus ready. It's a chilly one this morning, so he's already under the blankets. All right, let's get to driving. We are traveling to Gutted. I'm just outside of Kansas City, and I wanted to show you what happens when I travel. Basically, I go and drive as much as I can. I stop at a truck stop to sleep. Then I wake up and I go to another truck stop or rest area down the road to work. So I'm not staying in one particular area for more than 8 hours. So as I wanted to show you what the setup was when I actually travel. Starlink, I've got my scooter, toilet, extra soda, the carcels right there. This all stuff, when I get to the campsite, all goes into the carcel, so this area then is free. But at nighttime, I go ahead and I use this space to put all that down and just sleep on the bed in one. And there's Zeus is coming with me to Gutted this year. Woo! I put my washing machine in the drivers, and as you can see, I'm at a truck stop. And I'm working. So this is how I work. When I'm traveling. I don't feel very cluttered, anything like that. And again, this is just until I get to the campsite or wherever I'm going to as far as the meetup. I will then do the carcel and have all of this extra stuffs here out in the carcel. So all of this will be open again just like normal. So it's more than enough room, and I absolutely enjoy being able to work and everything else. And actually, I am going to cook up some lunch because, let's face it, I mean, yeah, you can go inside and you can get something to eat quick and everything else, but it costs a lot of money. So I'm actually going to do my chili mac because I'm not going to, in a small van like this, especially when I have to work and things like that, I'm not going to, whip out my stove and do all that fun stuff. So I'm going to do a one-pot meal using the dehydrated beef and my 9-volt rice cooker. And inside the rice cooker, I have the power cord, a steaming tray, my 1 liter cup, 1 liter of a rice cooker, okay, a rice measuring cup, and my ladle to scoop out my rice, okay? So this is basically the main ingredient. They have cooking and warm. So we're going to use the cooking part. Okay. And let me show you what you'll need for nomad. Let's get to it. So I've got my ground beef and I've got my macaroni, my tomato powder. I have my taco seasoning. We're going to use half a pack of that and one little thing of that and water. So let's put it together. And just pull it apart and pour it in there. There, this is gravel. There's my ground beef. Oh, I did the ground beef. So this is macaroni. There we go. So what I like to do is add, I don't really like chili that much, so what I do is I use taco seasoning. So what I will do is I'll put about half, that's about half the seasoning that's in the package. So I carry tomato powder. That's one heaping. And the big ones, you can just crumble them up. I washed my hands earlier, people. They'll be all like that. This gives it a nice tomato, and this is organic and vegan. I'm not one of those, but for a pound, I tried to do my own dehydrated tomato. It took me 16 hours to dehydrate it, and I got such little payoff for it. So that's why I said, no, never again. I'll just buy it. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking up these big ones because it'll rehydrate easier. Okay, there you go. Now, one seasoning, I like a little kick in mine. I have some Japanese seasoning called Togarashi. So it's 7 different spices. I only add just a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a zing. Alright, now you can see it's pretty dry. Alright, pretty dry in there. Let's put the water in. Okay, I've put 3 in there. Nope, gonna need just more, a little bit more. So probably 4. Okay, because when it rehydrates, it's gonna take all of that water out. So I'm gonna put 4 in there. And I'm gonna mix it good. As much of it as I can. It's pretty soupy, but watch what happens. As you can see, this is what it's going to look like. Okay, it's just above, a little bit past the top of all the ingredients, but I give it a little bit more so when it rehydrates, it's going to be nice and good. So 4 of those. Then I just use this as like, Alright, put the cap on. Plug it in. Take the other end and dig it into your 12 volt. Now, it usually comes into warm. I don't want warm, I want cook. And honestly, let it sit. That's it. So I'm going to put this on warm instead of cook. I'm going to put it down to warm, and I'm just going to let that sit for just a little bit more to get it a little bit more thicker. Well, I should do a taste test. Let's see. So it needs a little bit more of a kick. I'm going to add my Togarashi, which is my Japanese spices, because I like it kicky. Put that in there. Togarashi has Japanese chili peppers, chili peppers, onion, no, not onion, garlic, dehydrated garlic, onion peel, white sesame, and black sesame seeds. Alright, we're going to let that just for a little bit more, and then we will be done, ready for num num. Alright. I'm just going to let that cool down, and that is pretty much it. You let it cool down for just a bit. I'm going to unplug it. This was 9 volts. I think it took about 100 watts on this rice cooker, but as you can see, look at that. The meat is all rehydrated, so are the noodles. It took about 15 to 20 minutes. I didn't have to use butane as I'm in the parking lot of this truck stop, and I have myself a meal. Now, time to let it cool down and have a taste test. Do the good old taste test. Still hot. Still hot. Noodles are soft. Ground beef is not gravel. It's just like ground beef, honestly. You wouldn't ever notice that it was dehydrated. Got a savory sauce. I mean, and there's more than enough. That 1/2 cup, there's more than enough to eat there for one person. More than enough. So this makes a very good one-person insta-meal. So if you guys like it, I'm going to finish up my lunch here. And then I'm going to hit the road up to Gutted. So, right, Zeus? I'm going to finish up my work day here and go ahead and have some fun a little bit. Finish up my lunch. And I'll see you in the next video. Hey, as the truck goes by, as always, stop dreaming it, start living it. Okay, bye.